Here's the second suggestion in triage, is what you want to do is take the important things, and you don't eliminate them, you just streamline them. Okay? Here's what I mean. Remember, this is war, and so how you do things in war is different from how you do things in peacetime. Right? If you're one of those people who goes to the gym 5 days a week and does, hour and a half workouts, well, maybe you scale back to 3 times a week, 30 minutes. Okay? That's what I mean by streamlining. Okay? Maybe instead of having your kids in 2 sports, you scale it back to 1. Maybe instead of leading your small group at church, you hand over that responsibility and you just attend it. Maybe instead of slow breakfast with your spouse every morning, maybe you do 3 times a week. Okay? Now, how you navigate in the particulars of your schedule, you're just going to have to figure that out. But the general principle is, if it's unimportant, then get rid of it. And if it's important, then see if you can streamline it a little bit to open up time in order to work on seminary. Okay? Here's another suggestion for finding time, is you have to block off the time. When are you going to study? I'm always amazed to learn how people actually do it, because you can't just do it when you get around to it. You have to plan for it. All right, let me do a quick poll of the room. Someone tell me when during the week you work on seminary. Yes, sir.
Monday evenings, Friday during the day.
Okay, Monday nights and Friday during the day. Somebody else. In the back.
An hour every morning.
Hour every morning, good. Yes, sir.
All day Saturday.
All day Saturday. This is interesting. A friend of mine who's in the PhD program with me, he wrote his dissertation on Fridays. Like, he didn't work on it any other time. He was a full-time pastor. And he just negotiated this with his wife, 8 hours on Friday. Man, my brain would turn to extra crispy bacon doing 8 hours of school in one stream. But you have to block it off and you have to prioritize it. Put it in your schedule. Like, you've heard the big rocks illustration, like the big rocks have to go on first. Seminary is one of the big rocks. When I was working on my dissertation, I arrived at the PBA library at 7:30 when they opened every morning, and I tried to do a couple of hours, and then I did 4 hours on Friday and 4 hours on Saturday. And so one of my suggestions is try to work on seminary every day. John Maxwell said that the secret of your success or failure in any endeavor is found in your daily schedule. And maybe it works for you to do it one day a week, but I'd suggest maybe try to find time to work on it every day and chop away at it. Because you're going to be mentally fresher if you're doing shorter blocks of time rather than like long 6-8 hour blocks. I would suggest try to find maybe 2, maybe 3 hours and try to work on it every day. Here's another one. Try to study when you're mentally at your best. I'm a morning person, so I do best in the morning. Some of you are night people. You're just cranking up when I'm falling asleep. See if you can adjust it so that your study time can be most efficient, right? You'll get more done if you're really mentally sharp when you're studying, okay? Here's another one. Put your cell phone in your car. Do not have your cell phone present with you when you're studying. Research has shown that just having the beast in the room with you will divide your attention, right? So tell your spouse or your significant other, your family, where you'll be and what you'll be doing, and leave your phone in the car while you're working on something. Okay? Plan what you're going to study. So if you block off your time, you should have syllabi for your classes, your class or your classes, and you should know what you're supposed to be working on. It's easy to spend too much time on one assignment when there's another one coming due, right? And you're going to have to scale it according to your available time. It may be that you only have 5 hours to write this paper, and maybe in 5 hours you can only write a C paper. But in order to do an A paper, it would take you 10 hours. Okay, so you're going to have to decide, do I have the extra 5 hours to get from a C to an A? And you're just going to have to make those kind of decisions. But plan how much time you're going to spend on those things. As a matter of fact, there's a thing called Parkinson's Law that says that work expands to fill the time that's allotted for it. Okay? So if you give 12 hours to write your paper, it'll take you 12 hours to write your paper. But what if you only had 8 hours to write your paper? Could you write it in 8? I bet you could. So one of the things to experiment with is set yourself short timelines for doing, can I read a chapter in 10 minutes? I don't know. Try it. Can I write a paper in 3 hours? I don't know. If you were to do that, how would you do it? Weigh it in and see if you can do it. Can you choose a paper topic in 5 minutes instead of 30 minutes? I bet you can. Right? Give yourself really short timelines. One of the little tools that I use for decision making sometimes is imagine that somebody has a gun to your head and they're counting down from 5. It's like, okay, what's your paper topic? 5, 4, 3, it's right? I mean, you'll come up with an answer. And it might be a good answer. And then you're saving yourself time. Okay. All right.